Hello and welcome to Folktale Devblog 20 with me, Simon Dean, the project lead. Diving straight in, let's take a look at Character Studio, a new internal tool we're developing to test character customization. Within the first few weeks of launching on Early Access, you guys let us know you weren't keen on the villagers all looking like drones. Given you'll be following the lives of your villagers closely in Folktale, it's important that we give each villager their own personality and appearance. So we set about developing a character system that would allow us to mould character faces through a system of skeletal bones, as well as adding tintable hair, eyebrows, facial hair and skin so your village isn't populated entirely by Caucasians. It's been a complex task with lots of research and development, but we're pleased with how it's shaping up. It should add a depth of immersion not usually seen in the city building genre, and when combined with voice acting, should provide an unprecedented level of detail and emotion. Let's take a quick look at some of the random characters that we can create with just a few occupational uniforms and head models. Zooming into the face, dragging sliders deforms the face in real time to arrive at a unique look. Once I'm happy with the overall shape of the face, it's time to tweak the hair, eyebrows, moustache and beard. There are still some rules missing, for example beards on women, but for now I can have a little fun. And finally I can select from a range of colour schemes for skin and hair that we know look great together. We're adding new characters to the editor weekly, adding the peasant and woodcutter uniforms for both male and female in the past fortnight. It won't be long until all the characters are brought to life, with the addition of Sandbox play mode, which we'll look at next. We'll be releasing Character Studio in a later patch, so you can design your own characters. After patch 0.3 is released, we'll be considering how to develop Character Studio further. Some of the ideas we have include expanding character personalities with the addition of traits, naming them, and possibly supporting Steam Workshop so you can create and share villagers to play with in your own games. I really like the idea of playing with a village made up entirely of grumpy hooligans. And now for Sandbox Play Mode. Up until now the Sandbox editor has been static, but it won't be long until we breathe life into those custom maps you've been creating. Here we've loaded the human village map from the editor and spawned a number of male peasants. Changing from campaign to Sandbox required a complete rework of AI pathfinding. Supporting custom maps with infinite asset permutations introduces a lot of situations that we need to test for. Sandbox also adds lots of possibilities for asset design, such as overlapping paths that I'll show here. I'll send one group over the bridge, while another group walk under the bridge. This wasn't possible in the tutorial, which if you look closely at the entrance to Old Forge, you'll notice we've blocked off the ramparts, so characters can only ever walk through the portcullis and not over it. In Sandbox, that restriction is gone. You'll also notice that Fog of War is now working nicely, as colour bleeds into desaturated, unexplored areas of the map. Small bridges are a complex feature because they not only sit above the terrain, but they can be placed by the designer at any angle. If you are familiar with other editors, you may notice that there's no nav mesh editing or manual baking in the Folktale editor. We've designed that out and handled it all for you, making it simple and quicker to design your own worlds. Finally, it's on to 3 new buildings that will be making their way into the editor in the next patch, along with the new characters. We've added the Stonecutter Lodge, Storehouse and Tavern buildings. I'll start at the highest tier of each building and work my way down to the simpler ones that you'll see earlier in the game. Each occupational building is being designed with external animation in mind, further bringing your village to life. And don't forget, you'll be able to go inside the buildings to see what all the workers are up to. On behalf of the Folktale dev team, thanks for watching and thanks for supporting the game during early access.